Donald Trump has proposed a new peace plan for the war in Ukraine. And it's not a good plan because what it basically lays out is Ukraine will give up all their land. No NATO or American forces will ever enter Ukraine. Ukraine will never be able to join NATO, and a somewhat neutral ceasefire line will run down the Donetsk, Luhansk, and Donbass regions of Russia and Ukraine. And I don't think Russia's ever going to hold this line because you've already seen what Russia's done with the war in 2014, the war now, and the attacks with Georgia, the whole Abkhazia and South Ossetia regions, Moldova and Transnistria. Russia's not going to hold this. They're not going to keep their promise. I don't know what people are thinking with this. The only plan Ukraine should take is one where they are invited into NATO, because that is the only way Ukraine can ever be safe. That's the only way Ukraine can ever not fear Russia. And I don't think that's going to happen because Donald Trump wants an answer by Thanksgiving. And I think Ukraine's already going to answer no. And if they answer yes, maybe it'll work. Who knows? Maybe it will. Maybe something crazy will happen and Russia will actually keep their word this time. Because Russia, by 2030, has already said they want to annex Belarus. And who knows where Russia's going to go after that. They're not going to stop with annexing Belarus. They're probably going to go down to Abkhazia and South Ossetia and annex those two. And with the war in Ukraine would be ending, they'll probably put more troops in that area and just build that area up and then just keep going from there. Because that's actually a really smart way to invade a country. You invade, stop fighting after a peace deal, of course. You build up that area, then you hit them again because they're weak and you have a new area that's inside their country, basically. Because I already know Russia wants to connect themselves to the breakaway state of Transnistria in Moldova, because that is a very predominantly ethnic and Russian-speaking region. So why wouldn't Putin want to take that? And with Georgia, they already have land in Georgia. Who knows when they're going to attack them next, because it's been pretty long, but there's been a lot of threats recently with Russia wanting to invade or annex Abkhazia and South Ossetia. But those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours.